Okay, before I get started on my eyes, I always like to put some lip oil or lip balm on so that my lips are hydrated. I am at that point of winter right now where I am just so ready for it to be over. It was kind of warm today for Chicago and I'm scared for what's coming next, but this is the Hourglass lip oil. I love it. It comes in a few colors too. Cameo is like one of my favorite Your Lips But Better colors. I will try to find that. We are going to focus today on the Natasha Denona Love Palette, and then I also have the Love Glow Cheek Palette that we'll get into also. There have been a lot of palettes lately that are covering the purples and pinks, and I felt like the Natasha Denona one was going to be the one for me. Her formulas are unbeatable. I have been collecting her palettes for so long. I have them all. I love them. I love her. I love that she hasn't been bought out by a big brand yet. I love that she owns a makeup school and that this makeup was created to enhance her teaching and for her students to use, and they're real working makeup artists, and she is a color genius and her formulas are second to none. She is my absolute favorite, and I think this is just a stunner. What I want to concentrate on today, though, is just these pinks and purples because I've been seeing so many pink and purple looks. We're going to need to bend the trend, I think, at least for me, and maybe for many of you that you want to wear some of this pink and purple eyeshadow that we're seeing, but some of these out there looks like from the show Euphoria might not exactly be, I don't know, your jam in your 40s, 50s, 60s, beyond, wherever you are. But if it is your jam, go for it because it's makeup and it's your decision, your choice. I just want to kind of show you my take on the Love Palette. So we are going to start using the color First, which is right here. It's just a nice kind of peachy, pinky. Oops, I need to put some primer on. That would be good, Michelle. Hang on. I actually just picked up some new primer. I used the Painterly Paint Pot from MAC. Mine was so dried out, so it's really nice that Ulta is carrying the MAC stuff now. I mean, they have been for a while, but it was not always easy to just run in and pick up stuff the way that it is now with it just being there, so kind of nice. Okay, so my eyelids have been primed for the eyeshadow. Yeah. Okay, so back to this. Going into the color First, it is just a matte kind of peachy, pinky tone. I'm just dusting this on top of the Painterly Paint Pot just to have a nice smooth canvas to work on. You know, pinks and purples were all the rage for us back in the 80s, and I can remember doing some pretty out there looks. So I think all of us have experimented with makeup for quite some time, and we kind of have seen a lot of trends come and go, and we let go of a lot of them because we realized what we looked like. I don't know. But when I see pinks and purples now, I think about a softer look, about really blending it out. There are so many makeup looks right now that look like kind of like a tie-dye, pastel-y look. So I was watching a few artists, and I was thinking about this palette, and I thought, this is a really pretty palette for us to do this with. There are some gorgeous colors. And we can bend the trend and make this work for us. So I am going to take, let's see, what can we use for a transition shade? Kind of like an intense and soul. I think we'll dip into Valentine first. It's just a very pretty pink. And I'm gonna run that just above my crease. My natural crease hides because I have hooded eyes. So when I go in to do my crease, I'm really going in just above my crease because that is going to be seen, whereas my real crease is hiding. And I always try to like kind of pull up at the end just because I don't want my eyeshadow to ever go down. I want it to be so the eye looks up. And as you can see, it's just a really pretty soft pink. And we've got a little transition shade there going. Now, a lot of the looks today that I saw are color blocked, where they've got a color here, a color here, a color here. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can carry it off. We're gonna see what happens. But I wanna kind of play with some of these colors and see if we can't get some really pretty effects to happen without going out of our comfort zone too much. I'm going into intense now, which I'm guessing is going to be a little bit more intense. So I am gonna pat that right in my inner corner. And I'm actually gonna take my finger. She has the most buttery matte eyeshadows in the whole entire universe. I don't know what we did to deserve Natasha Denona, but I am so happy that I found her. She had made those two really big eyeshadow palettes, and I found somebody who had them and was doing tutorials a million years ago. This is way before any of the Sunset palettes or anything like that. It was just her big 28 pans. And I was admiring her, admiring her work, and just fell head over heels in love. And little did I know she was going to become like one of the sensations of the makeup world. I mean, she's just quite incredible. I've seen her clips from when she's at Sephora and at these different places meeting people, and she just seems so grounded and down to earth. But that woman, she knows color, she knows texture, and she is a self-taught makeup artist who was a dancer, and they used to have to do all of their own looks, and she learned how to do like performance makeup, and then wound up opening her own school and developing her own products and becoming, you know, just a legend, truly. Okay, so we've got like a nice kind of gradients of pink going. We've got the softer pink, we've got kind of a mid-tone pink, now we've got like a deeper pink. And I am going to take my finger now and I am going to go into this one right here. Oh, sorry, this one right here called Giving. That's what it looks like. It's really pretty. I think I'm going to concentrate that on the center. And a lot of these looks that I saw, they're going up just a little bit past the crease. So I am gonna do that with this one because this is almost like a highlight. It's got that really beautiful pearl and sparkle. And I can work with that. It's a really beautiful effect. Whatever I do to one eye, I like to do to the other, especially when I'm feeling a little bit creative, just so I make sure that I'm matching everything up. Her eyeshadows are really, really incredible. And I love that she realized that most people don't want to spend, you know, $130 on an eyeshadow palette, and she came out with these with the smaller pans so that everybody can enjoy. She's got some little minis for $25 that are a great way to dip into her products. I just feel like she went from this really kind of niche, expensive brand to more catering to the masses and understanding the needs of people and how we have a lot of other things to pay for besides makeup. Okay, so there are some purples in here, and I have to say I am like very interested in this little guy called Dream right there. And then she's got this violet one called Trust. Now those are very different. If you look in the pans right here, this is that one, this is that one. In the pans, in the light, I mean, they really don't look that much the same. They're very different. Very different. I am gonna go with that lighter one just to kind of stay with that pastel-y theme that we've got going. So I am going to dip into Dream, and I am going to take this into my outer edge and just lightly tap this in. I want this to almost be like just a kiss of color. Since we're talking about the Love palette, it's gonna be a little kiss of color. And I just wanna kind of color block this like the trends. So we've got the color and we've got kind of the same style, but we're using a lighter hand and something that's a little bit more wearable for daily life. Although it's Sunday and I'm not really going anywhere. I'm doing this for the fun of it right now, but just saying. Okay, so I'm looking at these colors and I'm gonna need something to go here. And when I have texture, like I do on this part of my eye, I really like to use more of a matte shadow there. So I am gonna take a little bit of this Valentine just to conceal any area that doesn't have any pink yet, but have it be just a matte shadow, nothing shimmery to accentuate the texture. Okay. So it's starting to kind of have that ethereal look, that kind of fairy lights kind of thing. I can see what's going on here with the pearl. I have to tell you guys, I've been dying for a silver eyeshadow for a while. And this one is called Blind. And honestly, grab your shades because it's insane. Wait till you see this. Ready? Boom. I mean, that's like not even real. It's just like incredible. The pearl in here is just so gorgeous. Like if I had thought up a silver and wanted it to be a certain way, it would be just like this, and boom, she came out with it like a superstar. So I am gonna dip into the color Blind. Definitely gonna tap this because these pearly colors can have a little bit of fallout. I'm gonna kind of press just down. So a lot of these looks, they're going like around the waterline now, like that. And I'm gonna go up a little bit here just to have like another color, just a hint of silver on the inner corner. And this is very brightening too, which is really nice. Ooh, that's some silver. I love it. So many golds, so many warm tones. It's like so fun to have some of these other colors back on our radar again. Okay. So we've got a bangin' highlight. I'm gonna go just underneath my eyebrow here, just a tiny bit. And we have to start kind of working down and blending some into our lower lash line. So we're gonna go back into Valentine first. And I am just going to put this on the outside of my eye, right here, to kind of marry it into this purple. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Again, not blending it any further than that first third. And I'm going to go back into Dream, our purpley shade. I'm going to actually go a little bit darker on this. That's why I'm using the brush. And I just want that in the middle of my eye. If you see a lot of these looks that they're showing for spring summer 2020, they have all these different shades. I'm gonna go into, I think, Giving, just because I think it's our little fun fairy color. And I'm gonna put that over on this side, kind of connecting to my silver highlight. And then we're gonna go into, let's see, I think we're gonna go into Pure Love because it's kind of pinky and purpley. We're actually going to use this shimmer shade, Crazy Enough, that I'm tapping a little bit to sort of blend out the other colors so that you have like that impact of the different colors, but they kind of aren't sitting all by themselves if we just blend out a little bit with this pinky purpley color. And the color that I'm seeing everywhere on the kids is a lot like this. And I think wearing it on your lower lash line is a lot more forgiving than up on your lid. Another way that you can embrace these colors is just to use a liner this color. If this is like scaring you and it's too much for you and it's not something that you would wear, then by all means. I do want to, I'm going to take the other purple, this deeper shade, just give myself a little more definition over here. There we go. And even with fingers, you gotta blend. This is looking kind of cool. like that. We have got a lot of sparkle going on here. But I do feel like it sort of has that kind of dreamy effect that we're seeing everywhere, thanks to this pink color. There's another color here that I think is going to be really gorgeous. It's called Transparent. It's very pearly. I'm going to put this just in between both colors so that we just have a little transition there to blend into each other. And I'm going to go back into Giving just very softly to make sure that that is the highlight coming up. Like a little, my little fairy lights again. Okay, I am going to do liner and put my mascara on, and I will be right back. Okay, I got a little carried away with my eyelashes today because I pulled out my OG telescopic L'Oreal. Oh my God. I mean, these drugstore mascaras lately are just amazing. So I'm doing a little cleanup. I always bang myself somewhere when I'm putting on mascara, and my rule is keep going, don't stop. You gotta work while it's wet. You can always get off all the splotches, but can't get another chance to get in there with the lashes. So normally when I do this, I do have to go and kind of go back over what I did on the bottom. So just gonna touch up here in a few places that lost a little of their luster. Remember, we have this purple color here. I am loving the way this is like blending together. I'm gonna kind of bring that up a little bit. It's beautiful. I mean, this is like a love letter. Unbelievable palette. It's just so pretty. And to top it off, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen. I bought one of these for my sister for Valentine's Day. Ah, did you see that? I don't know why, this just makes me so happy. I know you probably already have it or you've seen it or whatever, but it's so cute. And this is the Love Glow palette. She followed in her footsteps of the Tan palette and the Bloom palette. The Bloom actually has two creams. This one is a cream with really beautiful kind of peachy rose color. And then she's got her Super Glow, which is that guy. Oof, love that. And then over here, forget about it. It's the Diamond Powder. That is, whoo-hoo. And down on the bottom, this just beautiful like champagne-y highlighter. We're just gonna go for it and use them all. I'm gonna go into the cream first. Give myself a little zhuzh. Right above the hollow, but not above the cheekbone, just kind of grazing it. But I am going up a little bit because I've noticed that a lot of these looks are like super blushy, and we got to start getting away from all the contouring and into like the blushy fantasticness. So I am going to go into the Super Glow next, which she recommends to go on top of the cream. Now I used to think like if I had like a kind of major eye that I couldn't really have like a major cheek. Sometimes I think you need a major cheek for a major eye. Look at how pretty that is. It's so shimmery and pretty. Okay, we are gonna go into this Diamond Powder, Super Diamond Powder. Was that what it's called? Diamond Powder, sorry. Super Glow Diamond Powder. It's gorgeous, who cares? I'm gonna dust this. I'm gonna put this up a little bit higher where I don't have as much texture, because I don't wanna highlight any texture. Although I'm not finding that this is really accentuating that. I am going to go into the bottom one, which is the Glow Impact, and I want that up higher on my cheekbone. And that's the one that I am going to use as a highlighter down the nose, between the eyes, around my mouth on the Cupid's bow, right underneath my lip, and above each eyebrow. And we are quite highlighted now, quite highlighted for me. Oof, I am liking this so much. Okay, I'm gonna use this Pillow Talk gloss. I have to say, there's a lot of Pillow Talk out right now. And we'll have to do a video because I've gotten some. And it is definitely worth sharing. I like this glossy lip with this look. It's kind of giving me retro 80s vibes. Or not, like early 90s maybe, late 80s, early 90s, kind of like that era of life. So that's the look that we've done today. I'm digging it. I am gonna put a little Pillow Talk liner just right here. If you draw in between the two peaks a little bit, makes your pout look bigger without having to have like this hugely overdrawn mouth that just looks messy. Just connecting those is just ever so slightly the good thing. I am gonna take a little bit more of this cream. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay. So, what do you guys think? A little much for a Sunday night? Probably. Do I need to like do my hair and wash it? Yes, I do. But I have to say, these products are gorgeous. I love these little palettes that are hard on the outside that you can travel with. I love that she did a palette, again, like the Sunrise one, that is a smaller pan size. This was her, what she considered her smaller palette size from the 28. And that's the gold palette, in case you were wondering. And these pans, I think, are half the size. And I haven't hit pan on any of these, and I've been using all of them for quite some time. I think this palette's really special. I think you can make a really pretty, like tie-dyed and sparkly, kind of 70s disco-inspired look. And that's it. Thanks so much for coming by today and spending some time with us at the Beauty Blur. We loved having you. I think this is really approachable, and I think that we did a good job when we bend the trend. We made it work for us. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much. Bye.